And welcome back to MLD Season 6. We are into Showdown Sunday in this ninth week of MLD action. We jump into the Platinum League as the Rhinos, who are currently leading the Platinum League division by a lot, go up against the Knights, who are kind of a little bit of a cellar dweller in that division, but looking to make a huge statement against these Rhinos. Curtis, along with Kendo Slice and Kendo, Knights team who's looking for a positive in any way they can possibly get it. They're going to have a hard way to go against a Rhinos roster that's playing really well.
Yeah, you're looking at a tale of polar opposites on the stats and ranking boards right now. The Rhinos, the whopping 30-10. If I didn't know what the record was myself, I'd wonder how close they were to a top 3 record of all time in the MLD history for Plat League. But yeah, they still have a little bit of work to do. They need a 5-0 here and maybe a 5-0 next week to really be looking at some history in the making. But the Knights polar opposite end of that, they are pretty much all but out. Actually, they are out of their Sun Division sweepstakes. Yeah. And I believe, I'm going to look at the wild card, how far behind they are. They are 6 games out of the wild card currently. They pretty much need to win out in order to see a chance at a wild card. And then on top of that, they would need help. So, Curtis, it looks a little bleak for the Rhinos, but
for the Knights.
Well, yeah, no. Well, it looks a little bleak for the Rhinos. Never mind. I won't try to verify that at all, Curtis. The players are going to get in.
They're going to try to save you. We'll see if that works.
They will definitely save me from myself, Curtis, on this wonderful Sunday. Curtis, how are you doing anyway?
I'm fantastic. I'm going to try to bring you out of the depths of which you crawled into. Aether and Suspect Agent going to be on the Rhinos. It's going to be Shackles and Suitable Troy on the Knights. We are ready to go for Rocket League. Kendo, I pass the call to you.
Aether rocking one of my favorite decals, the Funny Book on the Dominus. Great look. Ball is in the Rhinos' corner early. Aether, a little bit of a mistouch. He's going to get it cleared across. The Suitable Troy comes in. Does a little bit of the dirty work for the Rhinos here. Ball quickly back into the Rhino zone. Aether will take control there. Shackles going to push this towards the mid. Suitable Troy is up. Not able to get around it on the angle, and it'll go to the corner.
A little bit of back and forth early. This is not unlike what the Rhinos have done previously, where they'll kind of give up possession to start with. There's another chance in front, and that's going to be a Knights play back the other way, but the Rhinos come back defensively pretty well. Rhinos don't really have a problem giving up possession because they know they can get back and defensively cover it. They've done that all season long, and they'll probably continue to do that here against a Knights roster who is trying to find some positives.
Absolutely. One of the striking things about the Rhinos is they've been a terrific defensive team compared to a lot of other teams in the league. The goal differential speaking volumes as they are in the plus 50 range, if I remember correctly.
Oh, good play. Aether puts in a 1-0 lead. This is a nice setup. The problem here is Suitable Troy. He needs to put this into his corner, and he puts Shackles in a really odd spot as Aether gets there first, pops it over the last defender.
Yeah, plus 59 goal differential team, and it's hard to beat a team that's going to really put plus 59. If you divide that up, you're looking at very good numbers each game, and Shackle's going to score here, though.
Yep, Shackles up the side wall, draws the defender into the corner, and that is going to be a big problem for Suspect Agent as he realizes he's beaten in that corner, and he just tucks it in the near side, 1-1 game.
So we got 3:30 on the clock, a tie game here as Aether's going to bring this into the Rhino zone. Great play across by Shackles. He'll keep it out of any danger for now. Ball in the mid. Aether will flip at it, take it to the side. Suitable Troy, though, able to interfere, take the ball out of his possession on the wall. Great pressure here by the Knights as they are trying to really take the Rhinos off of their game here early. One man up, and he tends to be really pesky. Haven't allowed the Rhinos too much time out of their own zone.
There's nothing wrong with being pesky, though. The way the Knights are playing it right now is they are not letting the Rhinos get comfortable, even in their own end. The Rhinos know in the back of their mind that the Knights are going to be right there should they make a mistake, and it's forcing mistakes, and they take advantage possibly of another opportunity here. But that's going to get cleared away. But here's where the Rhinos can be dangerous. Those long clears, those long shots, and it doesn't take long for them to get their quick strike offense together.
Suitable Troy's going to clear this ball out into the mid. Aether going to touch it to the side, able to get it around Troy. Attacking quickly. Aether not able to get the flick over Shackles, who's going to clear this ball all the way into the Rhino zone, where Suitable Troy will pick it up, puts a little shot towards the box. Aether, though, able to clear this out. Shackles on the commit here. Both Knights racing back, and Aether's able to get this ball around. He scores.
This is a cheeky little touch by Aether. Plays it off the corner wall. Defender's already going there. So what does he do? He turns into it and puts it behind the defender going into the corner. He turns Shackles inside out with that little mini touch as Aether puts in the second of the ball game for the Rhinos.
I guess you could say he was living to vida loca, Curtis.
Stop it.
Suspect Agent going to put this shot up off the backboard. This ball is center, and Suitable Troy will clear it away. Aether a nice touch to the side. Rhinos maintain control in their own zone. Pushing the ball towards the Knights' side. Shackles is there in the corner. Suitable Troy will come in. Gets a nice little flick on this ball. It'll go to the corner. He has a chance to center this ball. An awkward touch will leave it there in the corner. He's maintaining good contest against Aether, who is essentially just taking the 50-50s and letting what happened happen.
Good communication by the Rhinos, or by the Knights, I should say, as they send one in to pester the Rhinos in their own corner, and then that one that rotates out, the other one comes in and pesters them again. And again, the Rhinos not able to get comfortable at this point. They're only up one goal, which come into this game, you and I probably both thought this would be a lot more lopsided a game. Rhinos have not found a way to answer the Knights' defensive strategy right now.
To be honest, that's one of the things I absolutely love about Plat League, though, Curtis. The simple strategy can change the game, and the Knights definitely, as I mentioned, being extremely pesky in the Rhinos' defensive zone. The Rhinos have been content so far to just let the Knights pressure them. So we'll see if the Rhinos going forward can adjust. I mean, they have the lead right now, so they can just take the shots and defend extremely well, which is exactly what they're doing. As another nice save. Aether gonna push this ball down. A little bit of a double commit by the Knights as 10 seconds left on the clock in the Knight zone. Nice pass play as Aether will hit Suspect.
Yeah, that's the dagger there. That's a really, really nice play. Aether off the corner wall. Realizes where Suspect's at. Suspect had gone to the sidewall to get boost. He does that, turns back in, and only one defender in net. But we gave the Knights credit for being able to contain the Rhinos, but you can only contain them for so long. And while you're containing them, you also have to focus on putting the ball into their net, which is not something the Knights were able to do in this contest. Watch for the Rhinos to pretty systematically adjust what they were doing and come out with a much more offensive game two. The Knights better be ready.
Yeah, the Knights better be ready indeed. And 3-1, a lot, like you said, a lot closer than we originally would have thought for these two teams as they match up. But very well executed game plan, I would say, for the Knights. They might need to adjust it a little or get a little more accurate on their shots, but they were, you can see in the shot differential there, I mean, 6-4, they really were kind of pinning the Rhinos in their own end. Great efficiency, though, by the Rhinos.
Yeah, absolutely. The efficiency game by the Rhinos was really good. I mentioned their quick strike offense. They had multiple instances of that, and it shows that the Knights had the possession game on lockdown, but the Rhinos just took advantage of what the Knights were giving them and put the ball in the net more times than the Knights. I mean, your John Madden analysis of the evening, but it makes a lot of sense. So 3-1 Rhinos, and they'll have to look to do it again in game two.
I do love John Maddenisms, Curtis. I mean, you have to throw the ball into the end zone and score a touchdown to score points.
Well, we get underway with the game number two. This is it's imperative that the Knights get off to a good start, but they have to keep the Rhinos out of their goal, I think, for the first 2 minutes. to have a shot at this game. We'll see if they can do it.
Face off, very neutral. Suspect Agent's going to play this out to Shackles. Shackles, nice touch over, but this will be pushed a little bit wide. Suitable Troy quick to come in, and Aether will miss on the attempt here. The Rhinos a little bit overcommitted, but Aether is going to maintain control in the mid. Ball now in the corner. Suspect Agent, this is going to be up off of the backboard, rolling nicely. It was center, but Shackles is going to put this to the side. He has a chance now, one-on-one. Hard off the backboard. Suitable Troy able to keep it in the corner. Aether is also there, though. Clear now by the Rhinos is quickly met by the Knights as they continue the pressure. And Curtis, I find it amazing that the Rhinos are just really allowing this pressure, playing a very patient game, as they're going to get a fast break right here. They're just allowing the Knights to overcommit, and they are punishing them very well.
This is very reminiscent of what the Ducks used to do on a very regular basis to teams. They'll let them do whatever they want in their own zone, the Rhinos will, but as soon as they make a mistake, the Rhinos are going to pounce, and they do it here. This is something the Knights got to be careful of. It really needs to be, if you're in the Knights, you need 2 touches and a shot. Any more than that, and you are taking way too much time in the offensive end to try to generate something, and the Rhinos are going to pick you apart. So a 1-0 lead, this may get worse before it gets better for the Knights.
Shackles, though, is going to come in quick. I'm not going to say he's going to make you your words, but equalizer, 338.
Yeah, good work there as Shackles just gets the better of that exchange in front of the net. And Aether not able to get there on the back end. So a 1-1 game. Knights at least tie it up. They have to get the 3rd goal of this game and make it 2-1 in their favor. If the Rhinos go up again, they will not relinquish it again.
I tell you what, though, that was exactly 2 touches and a shot that went in. So maybe the magic 8 ball is working tonight, Curtis.
I mean, hey, it makes a lot of sense. Rhinos will pick you apart if it takes too much time.
Ball going to drop for Suspect Agent in the mid. He's going to flick this ball up, and Shackles quick to interfere. Shackles is going to take a possession here up on the wall. Doesn't quite get around it the way he would have liked to. Ball down for Aether into the corner. Suitable Troy there to defend. Aether, nice touch out. Suspect Agent with a shot on as Shackles able to come in quick. He gets the save. Misses out on the counterattack opportunity, and that one might have been a critical error.
Oh, that's a nice looking shot, though. Oh, what a shot for Troy. Sidewall and in. And this is really, really good contact. He reads it off the sideboards. A lot of players would go up the sidewall there, try to jump at it. He decides to try to just jump directly to it, put his right headlight on it, and he sends it far side above the last defender. That is perfect placement from Troy. And it's a 2-1 lead for the Knights and a goal they desperately needed.
So 2:44 left. Suitable Troy going to bring this ball out. Aether is there. Troy taking his time in the corner. Misses the touch here. Aether is going to come around on the counterattack. Gets over one. This is towards the net. Up off the backboard. Troy missing out on the touch. This is post to post. Shackles is able to take it across, though, and get it out of danger for now. Aether maintaining the pressure here. This box, the ball is in the box.
English is difficult. We understand.
I was thinking outside the box, Curtis. I mean,
oh no! Aether takes advantage of a way too passive Shackles here. You'll see where Shackles is at. Shackles is behind the line. He backs up way too far and ends up reversing at the ball. That is not how you can play that, especially with the ball coming right at you at a speed that you can't catch up to. Deuces wild with 2 minutes to go.
Off the face-off, this will drop for Aether in his own zone. He's up on the wall. Gets a touchdown, not quite as much contact as I think he would have liked there. Suspect Agent, though, apt to take it into the corner where Shackles is. Great 50-50 challenge. Ball in the middle of the red zone. Suspect Agent is up. He misses the shot, but a very good contest by Suitable Troy. We'll see that ball go to the side.
Another instance where the Knights need this 5th goal. They cannot let the Rhinos get ahead, because if they get ahead, the Knights, I'm calling it, will not be able to tie it back up. So this is a big sequence for these Knights with 1:15 to go. Gotta be patient, but also at the same time, don't let the Rhinos get comfortable.
Suspect Agent, Suitable Troy, both miss. Aether's going to come in and finish this ball.
Yep, this is a defensive misplay by Shackles. Shackles, really, if he's going to go for that ball, he needs to be up a lot sooner, and he needs to not be using the sidewall. Go directly at it. Put your headlight on it and put it into your own corner. He finds himself in a weird defensive position. Feels like he needs to go up the back wall, and it ends up hurting their chances here with 1:02 left. 1:02 left.
1:02 left, as you said. Suitable Troy gonna get dunked on as Aether and Suspect Agent. Great team play.
Yep, a little bit of a double commit in the offensive zone, but if you're going to do it, at least they made it count. Troy going 1v2 in a challenge in front of his own net. He is going to lose that 99% of the time with both players right there. So 4-2 lead, that's probably the dagger with 56 left.
The choking defense, of course, of the Rhinos, taking advantage of misplays by the Knights in this game. Aether's gonna push this ball towards the net. Nice play by Shackles to get it out. Suitable Troy up the corner. Can he get a play on this ball? This will be out of the box, and Aether will clear. Ball up. This is centered for Suspect Agent. He hits it off the post. Aether racing back, able to get to the ball first in a good sequence there for the Rhinos. So close to making it 5-2.
Yeah, very close indeed. Knights need a nothing short of a miracle to get back into this one, but with 10 seconds left, they're just not going to be able to find it. But what an adjustment by the Rhinos. They stopped letting the Knights get comfortable. And it's almost like the Rhinos just said, all right, we're done playing around with these guys, and just decided to take the game over. They did it very well in the latter half of that game. Knights still owned probably the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds of game 2. Rhinos just finally decided to turn the switch on, and they put it away.
Absolutely. And to be honest, I was going to say that the thing that the Rhinos were doing, it seemed like when they were down 2-1 there, they must have realized that while the style of play they were playing with being back and defending the ball was not a bad thing, the disadvantage was if the Knights put in a nice shot like they did on that second goal, accurate, quick, over the head of the defender, it's a lot tougher to defend that ball when you're a man sideways in net in the middle of the net, because there's a lot more goal to get there if you're not pressuring the ball.
The Knights need to continue to try to play the possession game. They have to keep the ball in front of them. They have to keep the ball in that yellow end, and they have to keep it away from. It's coming to the point where if the Rhinos get 3 consecutive touches or more, it's going to be a goal. Don't let them get those touches as we go forward.
Control, once again, the name of the game. Face-off will go to the Rhinos. Suspect Agent gets a little pinch on the side there. Suitable Troy now. He has a chance here. Great play by Aether, who is able to make the save. Suspect Agent quick to take it out of the box.
Huge scramble save there by Aether, and it is a big opportunity gone by for the Knights as they miss a chance to take a big lead in Game 3. Oh!
Wow. And Suitable Troy will race in, and he's able to get the first goal.
This is a big misplay defensively. That is Aether, who flies by the ball. I think he was anticipating contact from Troy, who played a little bit of a hesitation game and knocked and just basically stopped and ceased contact with Aether. Aether flies by the ball. Suitable Troy is an easy one to split the scene with, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Knights.
Shackles will try to put this ball towards the net. Suspect Agent waiting for the touch, and he gets a nice one. Aether now takes control in the corner. Nice backflip. Suspect Agent unable to get around it. Aether still has a chance. He shoots. He scores.
Aether with another good job being in the right place at the right time there. What a backflip. as he circles back around a couple of missed touches, both by a Rhinos player and by a Knights player trying to clear the box. Aether takes advantage of an empty net in the penalty area. It's a 1-1 game.
.401 left on the clock. Is this ball gonna be dangerous across the net? Shackle's gonna touch this ball down. Aether up on the wall. This is gonna be touched towards the net.
Oh,
Shackle's unable to make the save, though the post gonna give the Knights a lot of help there on that play.
this is where the Rhinos can get dangerous, though. They've had the ball in their possession, and they're going to be able to turn this as well. That was 4 consecutive touches by the Rhinos, and it turned into a goal, not including the little dribble play, but before that even. So a 2-1 game as Aether just wiggles in and out of traffic to put that one home.
So we got 3:32 left on the clock. 1-goal lead for the Rhinos, and they have been dangerous with the lead. This is going to be center, though. It's in the box. Great play across by Aether. He's able to push the ball out for now. Suspect agent. Now we have a 2-on-1 back the other way. Great counter-attack play. Aether almost able to retain that ball, but both the Knights able to get back in time. Now 3 minutes left on the clock. The goal lead still holding for the Rhinos. They've done a very good job with the lead. Curtis, a suspect agent. He's going to get a shot on. Great play by Suitable Troy. He's able to save that ball.
Yeah, that's a big, big save for the Rhinos. You mentioned the Rhinos have been dangerous with the lead. That is exactly right. Knights came back and tied it, I believe, once in game 1, but not for very long. As the not game 1, sorry, it was game 2. Either way, when the Rhinos get the lead for any length of time, generally speaking, they keep it, as they try to do the same here in game number 3 and try to clinch a win out of this series in the first 3 games.
So here we are now. Aether almost able to get around and put that shot in on net. Ball pressure still for the Rhinos as they are just content to keep this ball in the Knights' zone. Suspect agent, nice 50-50. This is going to go all the way to the opposite side. Aether rushing in. He's going to control this ball off the backboard. Suitable Troy, nice re-center. Aether lost it towards the net. Suitable Troy, though, able to get the clear across. Suspect agent quick to put this ball back in. They would just want to continue the pressure here. Aether, ball up for suspect agent. He lofts it just a little over, gets the carry, and that one hurt just a little bit. Missed opportunity for the Rhinos.
Yeah, well, at the moment, the Knights really aren't finding any way to counter these opportunities, because a lot of the time, even though the Rhinos aren't scoring, they're stealing a whole bunch of boost. And it's creating big opportunities like that for Aether to finally put that one in and make it a 2-goal deficit. Might be the dagger with 1:11 to go.
Might be the dagger indeed, as the Rhinos have had a suffocating defense pretty much the entire series so far. And kudos to them for maintaining such a great level of play and rotation on both sides of the ball. Though a misplay by suspect agent's going to see Shackles putting a shot towards net, though he misses just close on that bar. Ball still very dangerous spot as Shackles puts another one on. Suspect agent able to save. Suitable Troy, if he can get the shot towards the net. Past suspect agent, he shoots, he scores! 2-3.
This was a scramble and a half in front of that Rhinos net. Finally, the Knights are able to do something with it, as neither Rhino knew where the other was. They were just worried about their own, trying to stay in front of it. They could not find it in time. 46 to go. Could mean a big comeback if the Knights are able to get one pretty quick.
Suspect agent, little flip will beat 1. Those Shackles will quickly come in. We'll take this across. Aether is there. He'll pick up possession. Great 50 by Suitable Troy. He will burner that back into the Rhinos zone. This is a shot up. off the top bar and out. 15 seconds now. Can the Knights do this? I am not sure, but Shackle's going to maintain the pressure. Ball down for Troy. Towards the net, Aether is able to get the initial clear up over the other opponent. With 1 second left, ball just needs to drop, and great play down by the Rhinos. They win game number 3.
Yeah, they'll take a series win out of it. Good work from them, but more of the same. This time, though, we saw the culmination of the reverse of what we saw in games 1 and 2, where the Knights controlled the offensive play and the Rhinos just played the counter. Rhinos decided to turn on the Jets. They played the offensive carry and possession game. The Knights had no opportunity to counter, and when they could counter, they couldn't because they had no boost. So really good stuff by the Rhinos, playing a very suffocating game of Rocket League in that red end.
Yeah, not much passing to go around for the Rhinos either. Really, in all 3 of these first few games, it's really just been about that quick strike counterattack that we were talking about, and they allow the Knights to make the mistakes, the overcommits as they... I mean, I understand the mentality for the Knights, because you try so hard just to get a shot on the net against these guys, and then when you see that opportunity, you're like, I have to seize it, and you end up, well, seizing, if you know what I mean. You lock up. You end up overcommitting, the brain locks up, etc., and then all of a sudden, oh no, they're running it all the way back the other way, and oh no, they just scored, and oh no, 2-goal swing. Ouch.
Yeah, and it hurts your chances pretty quick. But this is a good one here. This is a big one here for the Knights. Good start, imperative. Again, they got to keep the Rhinos off the scoreboard for 2 full minutes. If they can do that, they'll have a chance. But they for their own self-pride, getting a 2-3 here would be absolutely massive. I think they're out of the playoffs at this point with where they sit in the standings, but it would still be a huge sense of accomplishment for them to come in and at least get 2 wins away from the division leaders.
And Suitable Troy here has a chance. He's able to get around 1, but it'll go just a little bit wide, a little too much on that, but he was very well contended with by the Rhinos defense. Ball to be centered. Shackles will get the clear, though Aether is there to retain pressure. Towards the net. Nice shot. Hits the near post. Not able to get a second touch in retention. Will go to Shackles, who gets a very nice clear. Touch across. Quickly cleared back by Suspect Agent. He has a chance if he can push this ball center for his teammate. Nice play, though, by Suitable Troy, who is going to clear this ball out.
Troy has been really clutch for the Knights, at least keeping the ball away from the Rhinos for a decent length of time. But that's one thing I'm noticing too is the Rhinos are going in their own end near the midfield. They've done this a couple times where they'll waste a whole bunch of boost trying to get the ball deep and doing something kind of crafty instead of just getting the boomer and just following it if possible. So a little bit, if there's anything to criticize on what the Rhinos are doing, that is it right there. We got to be more efficient with their boost.
So 3:15 left on the clock. Still a tie game here in game number 4. Suitable Troy. Going to put this up off the backboard. Aether is there to play to the side. Troy gets a touch back to Shackles. This is towards the net. Both Rhinos commit. Able to get a save out of it, but Troy will control this ball back in. Into the corner. Up on the wall. Touch out by Aether. Well played by you, sir. Suitable Troy not able to get back in time, but Aether will put this ball to the side. Just a little bit of a push there, Curtis.
Well, I called it. They needed to keep the Rhinos off the board for 2 full minutes. They've done that. And the longer this game goes, the more it favors the Knights to be able to try to find something against this Rhinos defense. As the offensive plays will come for the Knights, but they need to come in spurts. They're not going to be able to hold the Rhinos down for too long at one time.
Now ball in the danger zone there. Aether's going to keep this in the box, up for Suspect Agent. Shackles very well played on that 50-50. Continued pressure by the Rhinos in the box once again. Troy, I don't know if he had boost there. Dangerous touch, but Shackles will bail him out here. 1v1 the other way.
He used every bit of the last of his boost to try to make contact with that. He made it just a little bit, and it threw off the offense just enough to make sure his teammate could get to it. So good work by Troy using every bit he had.
Absolutely. 1:38 left. Still scoreless as this game seems like the tension is rising here. The Knights trying desperately to get a win off this team.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, what a save. Able to scramble. That ball was going in front of their own net, and the Rhinos nearly paid dearly for that little mistake. But they do indeed get it away from the goal line for the time being, but the Knights starting to reverse the possession game again.
Minute left on the clock, still scoreless, and I feel like a broken record saying that it is still scoreless, but man, we have a game on our hands right now. Ball going to be pushed towards the Rhino zone. Aether lofting high. Suitable Troy. Able to put this ball into the box. Shackles is up. He's not able to get contact, but the touch will come from Aether. Own goal.
Oh, man, this is a big, big goal for the Knights no matter how it goes in. With 36 left, it will drop. It'll take forever to drop, but eventually we'll find a way to drop in frame. Throw the ball at the net. See what happens. You might get a little bit of help, and the Knights may be able to put a game in the win column against the Rhinos, but the Rhinos not done yet with 32 left.
30 seconds is more than enough time to score that goal. The Rhinos just need to continue to be patient. Aether's got a chance here. They'll get the ball up off the nose. This is a nice flip up, and Shackles gets very good sky on that double jump. The liftoff was quick. That's exactly what they needed. The Rhinos look like they're in disarray with 4 seconds left. This will drop for Suspect Agent. Can he keep it up? He can for now. Aether will put this up off. This might go in. It'll bounce harmlessly just off the box. So close there, Curtis. The Knights are going to get one.
Knights are going to get one, and they put a loss in the loss column for the Rhinos, which is few and far between this particular season. Good stuff from the Knights. They continue to fight, which is something that the Knights have been known for all season long. Their record may be a little bit less than where they want it. There's no doubt about that, but this team can play. And on any given day, any team in the MLD can beat another, and we see it here, at least in this fourth game. Now, can the Knights do it again and earn a 2-3 in the series against the division leader?
Yeah, and that's a really good question, Curtis. But something I'm noticing in the stats, they won that game on 2 shots.
Yeah.
Versus 6 shots. And the Rhinos were able to put constant pressure in on the Knights in the entirety of that game. And if not for, I'm not going to call it a fluke goal, but if not for the breakaway pressure there for the Knights on that one opportunity that they got, we might still be looking at a game right now and possibly an overtime in game number 4.
You're exactly right. But if you remember, that goal came off of a counter play of a Rhinos play that kind of got disassembled in the offensive end. Knights were able to steal it away, take it back down, and eventually, with a little bit of help, put it in. It took some patience. It took some grit, but they were able to get the dirty one, and it counts just the same as the pretty one. As Aether puts the first one in 7 seconds into game number 5.
A quick strike indeed, once again, for this team. And a 1-0 lead early. The Rhinos definitely don't want to see what happened in game number 4 happen again here. Although, quick answer by Shackles off the face-off. 2 goals in 12 seconds.
Yeah, and don't look now. Knights able to just tie it right back up, able to get away from the fast start. So the 12 seconds in, 2 goals. Maybe we're in for a shootout game 5. We haven't seen one of those in this series yet. We
do have a score update, by the way. I have insider information on the Puffins and the Ducks in Champ League.
Breaking news.
Of course, you had Mr. Two-Time Atomic subbing in for Alex in the Ducks matchup against the Puffins, and you'd think the rust would be there, but the Ducks pulled off a 4-1 victory over the Puffins in Champ League today.
I mean, you say rust, but you know for a fact Atomic has been playing the game, so I'm not sure rust really applies to that. Granted, they haven't played with each other, and that's fair, but you know, Atomic is still very, very good at this game we love so much. So I can't really knock him for I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't really expect anything less from him.
Fair enough. As really, Curtis, I was using it as an opportunity to trash the guy, but you know.
I mean,
I was kind of hoping they were playing in this time slot so I could absolutely trash him.
Nah, you're not that toxic. No.
No, that's not toxicity. That is love.
The toxicity of this casting booth.
But anyway.
Oh, that's a nice play by Suspect, drawing the defender out and getting a 2-1 lead from it.
Yes, 2-1 lead here. He drew the defender out. Great play off the backboard. Quick reaction, good read. Suspect Agent will make the tie game no more with 3:26 left on the clock.
Knights need to come back into it then. This is a huge moment in this game, and they are going to be in some trouble if they go down 2. I don't foresee them coming back again from a 2-goal deficit to tie it up, but the way the Rhinos are starting to find some end roads here. So with 3:07 left, absolutely crucial. The next goal needs to belong to the Knights.
2-1. 3 minutes left on the clock. The Rhinos continuing to pepper the Knights zone with pressure here. Shackles going to come down on this ball. Aether gets demoed for his challenge efforts, but Suspect Agent will push it across back into the corner again. Aether, great challenge on Shackles as he was trying to bring this ball out. It's a 2v1. Nice pass across. Suspect Agent not able to get there in time. Shackles might have played a little bit of a role there.
Yeah, just a little bit. A little bit of defensive interruption is not a problem if you're the Knights at this point. You're just trying to get the ball away from your goal line and keep the ball away from your net as you're trying to crawl your way back into it. With 2:15 left, got to continue to be a pest in the Rhinos' backside, and I think they'll be fine.
Ball in the Rhinos' corner. Suitable Troy getting a shot on net. Great play by Suspect Agent. He's able to get a 50-50 right in the front of net. Ball still up in the Rhinos' zone. Suitable Troy is up. This ball is going to be pushed to the side. Aether is there. Misses his initial touch. Suspect Agent will try to push it out. Is able to do so successfully, getting around one of the Knights. Aether is able to jam Shackles and puts the ball in 3-1 with 1:31 left.
Excellent individual effort by Aether. Just takes it right away from Shackles. Shackles really did not have the control he needed at the midfield. If he's going to try to dribble that, he'd be better served just pushing that as hard as he can towards the sidewall and following it there. But instead, he tries to be cute with the midfield line, and Aether just abuses him and makes it a 3-1 lead.
Shackles, nice play off of the wall. Aether's going to push this ball out, though. He gets credit for the save as well. Up on the wall, Aether going to try to play this ball center. Shackles is there. Suspect Agent committed a little bit hard on that. See if the Knights can counterattack here. The 50-50 going to go all the way to the side. Aether gets around 1v1 with Shackles the other way. Shackles, great defense. He's able to push the ball down and back into the Rhinos zone. Almost lost the ball over the second defender back as Suspect Agent able to clear it back into the Knights' end.
Last gasp for the Knights. They need a goal, and they need to get one probably before the 25-second mark if they can do it. But that demo there may actually just seal things depending on the results of this shot. And a nice save by Suspect is probably going to dagger this. They don't need another goal at this point. They just need to waste some time.
Absolutely, and with possession in the opposite zone, that's exactly what you need. Jaboo steal there by Aether might just seal the deal. 12 seconds left on the clock. The Rhinos looking to go 4-1 against the Knights. Good games, well played by both teams.
Yep, this one will drop. And even though the Knights did go down 4-1, they made a series of this. They made much more of a series of this than anyone expected them to. Huge credit to the Knights for their effort, but the Rhinos, business as usual. Yeah, nice 4-1 win. They're going to coast their way into the playoffs where they have a chance to make a very, very deep run.
Yeah, they have a very good chance to make a deep run, especially if they're just allowing teams to make mistakes. Like that game plan, we're both very familiar with that game plan, Curtis, and especially in the Plat League, when teams allow you to take that game plan, you're able to do so much with it. So it'll be interesting to see going forward if teams will analyze what the Rhinos are doing and really just take the game to them, because really early on it was a much more defensive counterattack style. If teams can take advantage of that quickly, we might see the Rhinos stumble going forward.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll see, but we have one more series on tap this evening on this Showdown Sunday. Third of three, it's going to be the Hawks and the Lightning as we travel back to the Champions League as we finish things up in Week 9. This is the MLD Network on Twitch, presented by Balls Corona. We'll be back in just a moment.